But what does it get you? I don't get a trophy, a sizable trophy from playing games like I put on my shelf, right? That says, Jamie accomplished something, and you don't accomplish nothing from playing a game. And I hit the button, and hear me out. Hear me out. What do you really accomplish from playing a game? There are not many people that get paid to play games, and there are not many people that actually get trophies and go to cosplay shows and all those things, and things like that are actually successful in life. Most of the people that spend time playing games because of the fact that they don't like what they see in their own life, so they have to make drama outside of it, make drama. That's not a part of it. That's why you see most people. She asked me, said, Jamie, will you play these games with us? I said, I don't want to. I will, but I don't want to. I don't like the drama behind it. It makes me anxious. It drives me to a level where I should not be. I've got enough going on for me, enough to say no weapon formed against me will prosper. Over in my own life, I'm adding images to my mind. When I play games, that should not be there. I should be not anxious. I should be of good courage. I should be with no weapon formed against me. I should be, but if I don't want no weapon that is formed against me to prosper, I have to get off the game and get on God. I have to get with God. I have to get off the game. I still say it. I think that games were being played. I don't know that they were laughing at Jesus, but I know that at one point after they said, look, Lord, 2 swords, I heard it like jester-ish. When I heard it that way, I didn't hear him say it jester-ish. I heard him say, it is enough. When are you going to stop playing games? It is enough. When are you gonna stop playing like I'm on your level? Like that's how you gonna win me. Like you're gonna win a game with me. If I play the game with you, I would crush you. I am holding back because I would stomp on your head. Because here's the thing, enemy, I don't play fair. So if you're playing games with the enemy and you're trying to play with me, be careful, because I used to play games as well. People play games with me long enough, I'll play games back, and they would be the one that would end up in tears. I don't do it. I don't hurt people as I have done in the past. I get vindictive. I go after juggler. I want to fix that juggler. Because at the end of the day, when I play a game, and they played war games back in the day, didn't they? They sat down, they grabbed arms, they locked their arms like they were gonna arm wrestle, and then they would stab the other person in the side. And whoever died first lost. How you know if you win? Y'all both dying. It's a game. It's a war game. And the funny thing is, what you don't realize is the general that's watching you, that's telling you to play games with people in the body, he's standing back watching you stab people in the side, You coming into people's life and leading them on, and then they're walking away from them, stabbing them in the side. Your general is Satan. He's watching you play these games, and he's walking away from you laughing because you actually fell for the hokey doke. Women gossiping. Men gossiping. We're supposed to be gospeling, not gossiping. How is that? How are we gossiping? Tearing down the body. You think it's a game. People do. People run their mouth. I see it. I see even people in my church run their mouth and think it's okay to say whatever they want to about whoever they want to. And then at the end of the day, I don't care. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Because at the end of the day, you are sending out daggers out of your mouth. You're sending bugs out of your mouth to bite people. And those around you don't even realize that it's contagious. They've caught the bug of, I'm playing a game. A guy should show me. I see a bug coming out this person's mouth, because all that comes out this person's mouth are bugs. Bugs, just black bugs. They look like beetles. God said beetles. Beetles, I don't know what beetles do. I really don't. He's saying beetles, but I don't know. I see a black bug, and it's ugly. So I don't really want to know much more. What they want to do is the beetles will come out of their mouth. Nasty beetles, and they look to destroy. This person looks to destroy, but they always start off with a kind word. Oh! God sees you. I didn't mean to, ain't gonna work in heaven. There are certain people that God said that would see you eat your words. If all that's coming out of your mouth is beetles, then what are you eating? What are your dietary restrictions? What's going back inside your system? Beatles, and they're destroying people even in your close circle. Because while you are spitting out bugs with your words, those people are being infected by bugs. They just don't understand it, so they don't want to accept it, so they don't understand it, so they don't want to accept it, they don't understand it, they don't want to accept it. They go to your church. They have joined your church that you run, the Church of the Bugs. They have been duped, fooled, and made a fool of. But at the end of the day, I can't do anything about it. I don't want to do anything about it. I leave you. I leave you to your own path. I'm on the way. And was God saying, queens, our kings are on the way? They're on the way, because we stay on the way. We have to stay in the way and on the way, so that the king will know where to find us when he comes on the way. And watch out for anybody in the church that gossip and play games. Walk far away from those that gossip and play games. Oh, hallelujah, God. Playing games. They had to be playing games. Because the funny thing is, he had 3 years to minister to them, and he took it on, and the expectation was Simon would be able to take the keys to the kingdom and open up doors, and then change things. He would be the foundation of the church. Simon Peter would be able to do it, and he was not able to do it by the time Jesus went to the cross. As a matter of fact, instead of opening doors to the key, he had keys to the kingdom, so he should be opening some doors. That's the only thing you do with keys, right? Open up doors. So if you got keys, there are doors that we need you to open. He had keys. However, he did, instead of opening up doors, what he was doing was denying. It's game. Because if Jesus said, I'm going to go and die, I'm going to Jerusalem and die, that's when we are at it now, for me to die. Instead of them getting themselves together and getting themselves ready, they took him and his words for granted and drove him to what? It is enough. No more games. No more games. It's enough. I've had enough of you. I drop you. I release you from your hold on me. I drop every unhealthy soul tie. I pray against it right now in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against me. It's a weapon that people form against you. They think they want to be close to you, but they'll form a weapon against you. What they're doing is, as they play games, they soul tie you. They want to tie your soul up. Mind, will, and emotions. That's why I said, God, get me ready, because when the king comes, I cannot be focused on and forced to focus on any specific person. I want to be focused on ministry and loving your people, but I will not be tied up in a person, because every soul tie that is formed with a person, right, that's a marriage. And I don't want to be connected to anybody that causes me to say, it's enough. You're not a real king. There's enough. I don't want to be tied to anybody. God does not tell us to tie ourselves. Oh God, he says to pray. Tying comes with force. If you have a servant or a slave that will not obey, you treat them like an animal. You tie them, right? The sheep is carried on the back of a shepherd's neck. His feet are tied together and he's put on the neck. I don't have to be tied to anybody, right? I could just join with them in prayer voluntarily. You don't have to force me to be next to them by tying me. Put me in a space where I could be volunteering